Hello, hello. Good. Alrighty. So the goal of practice today would be a conceptual structure on how to prepare your body for the practice of the Siddhasana. Then after that, I'll share with you a basic technique for the Nadi. Yeah, and let's have some chanting at the end. All right. So the goal is to give you a structure. Yeah. Then once you've gained familiarity with how you prepare the body, yeah, you can adjust the length of your, for example, pranayama, or if you need to redo the physical preparation a few more times, yeah, you might do that too. Beautiful. All right, so sitting tall first. Yeah. You may cup your hands, you may rest them on top of your knees. Good. And always a good place to start is stillness, holding the body still, like statue. And just acknowledging the presence of the breath. So when you breathe, don't force it. Just allow it to naturally flow through and out. So the sound of the breath, the light inspiring of the breath, it's like this sa. And you might suspend 1 or 2 seconds at the top of the breath and exhale the humming, vibration like the ha. So if you're joining me and you find the postures and the techniques too much for you, just do the basic shape of the position. Yeah. So what's important is to try your best. Okay? Good. One more. Inhaling, exhaling. Good. Lift the hands up over the head. You may look up. Good. Fold the elbows like cactus. The complete yogic breath. We practice breathing in. You may lighten your knees and create a mild tension inside the spine. Lift the core up and exhale, soften. And then find your rhythm now. As you inspire the breath in, feel free to sway and then hold that extension, but breathing normally as you reach. And as you exhale, soften. You might lightly shift forward and draw the sensation from there and reach up and back, spreading the fingers. And exhale. All right, next time we're going to retain it for like 4 seconds. So that it's doable. Breathing in all the way to the brim of the lungs. Lighten your knees. Drop. 1002. And 1. And exhale the breath out. Beautiful. All right, give your shoulders some circling. Backwards. And then forward circling. Good. And then just release the hands. Just shake them out. Yeah. Flip them, blinking your fingers, the Mukala Mudra. Yeah. Good. Linking the hands, linking the fingers, and reach high. Good. Exhale, soften to the sides. Breathing in, gather everything up. Hands together. Exhaling. You may follow your hands now. Breathing in, looking up. Exhale, soften them. Reach, inhaling. Hands seal. Exhaling. Breathing in, we're flowing the breath now. Exhale, soften. You may gaze to one hand and then follow it. Inhale. Exhale. Placing the hands. Inhale, stretching your palms. Exhale. You may look to the other hand. And gather everything up. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathing in. Rich and open. Exhale, relax and soften. One last time. This time, find the center. Breathing in, looking up. Eyes follow the hands. Exhaling. Breathe up, lift. And exhale. Relax. Sweet. All right, so we uncross our legs, right? And then come down kneeling. Feel free to practice over a smooth cushion, which I suggest you do so to keep your joints supported. All right, kneeling position, and then you may walk your knees there. You may stretch one leg, the ankle there, and then release, and then the other one lifting. Yeah. And then soften. Let's do a couple more. Yeah. And as you do this, yeah, like you're walking forward. Good. Good. And then from there, just adjust the hips to the kneeling pose. You may massage the knees. Yeah. Move towards the knees. And then to your feet and toes and ankles to the front. Yeah, feel free to adjust the knees as you work this one. Exhale, but don't open them too wide. And then just keep them hip width or even narrow together is ideal. You might walk the knees as you shift, and then to the back and to the front. Good. And into the back and into the front. Good. All right. And from there, just remain kneeling position. A light inhale to open lightly the spine. On the exhalation, sit the hips back. You might move them to a light sway as you crawl your shoulders and spine forward, and then hugging your knees. I suggest really hug the knees at the midline so you stabilize the low back and the hips. And as you exhale, let the head soften to the floor and then stay. And here we just find the breath, inhaling again and exhaling. You might breathe as Soha and the Sa, inhaling and exhale. Through the nose, inhale. Through the nose, exhale. All right, and from there, body forward again. You may open your knees about hip width distance. You may just tuck your feet under that elevation or the cushion. You may fold the blanket. You're pressing through the hands and then lifting the hips high. Adho Mukha Svanasana. From there, just pedal the legs, bend and stretch the knee, and then side to side your hips. Yeah? And then stay. Head is tucked low to the chest. And then just find your rhythm here. Breathing in, you may lighten your heels. And exhaling to the back. Right. Kapalbhati, just a short practice. Join me. Or you can just do your natural breath if you find the technique heavy for your chest. Yeah? Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And inhale to prepare, lifting, and exhale to stretch back. Beautiful. All right, so just cross through. You can just kneel actually. And then from that kneeling position, so just dropping the hips to one side and then giving your legs a light stretch forward. And just wiggle them, pointing, circling. All right, you may find your hips slightly to side movement. You may bend the knees, open and cross, open and cross. So now we're opening and then we are mobilizing the hip joints already. Good. Okay, from there, work your way down to the floor. Hands to your hamstrings to support your way down. And then hugging your knees towards the chest. All right. And let the lower back settle. Beautiful. All right, open the arms wide. All right, you may start with your feet down as you fan your legs and the hips from side to side. You may start with this actually, and then bit by bit lighten your feet until you're able to lift them up. Yeah. You may align your knees and the feet in one line, and then sway in. And then you may peel that shoulder up, yeah, and then adding the hip stretch here, swinging the knee up, open and change. Yeah. Open and swing. And the swinging motion, yeah, we open the sacral lumbar spine, but don't bounce this one. Make sure you're breathing. So I find when I draw the knee up and you inhale, you're gonna feel that open, yeah, through the sacrum. But find your breath. Yeah. Exhale as you swap legs. Inhale to stretch your, yeah, sacral region. Yeah. Okay, back to the center. You might crawl back there. Find yourself sliding down. Yeah, just crossing, yeah, your dominant ankle on top, and then just rock up and down. But don't bounce this one, eh? Good. And then changing legs. Good. And from there, hugging, yeah, head up, knees to chest. Good. And then we're twisting next. All right. So lift leg forward. Yeah. The leg closest to knee. Yeah. Cross the other one on top. You might square over that bottom hip and then open your free arm wide across. Just a mild twist here. Inhaling, spreading that open chest, the lung. And you exhale, loosen. Good. All right, we're just gonna turn over. Okay, like this. So keep your knee bent to the side and then stretching the other leg to the back, and you might crawl that shoulder forward. All right. Use your bent arm to support the head, or you can rest the head flat on that soft cushion. Yeah. Siddhasana, flipping fish. And then here, find the breath again. Exhale out. So keep breathing as I give you some more concepts here and there. Yeah. Although the final position of our practice is an advanced asana, the preparatory leading to it is actually doable. Yeah, such as this, yeah, mobility. Yeah. So if you're not able to practice the Siddhasana, Siddha Yoni later on, it's perfectly fine. What's important is you go through, yeah, the progression. And that's the meaning of the practice. It's not the final position or the final goal itself, but yeah, the stages we go through. Yeah, and you're gonna realize and then feel beautiful things, yeah, as you go through them. Okay, so bending the knee and then just circle around. You might find a leg kicking and swimming. You can circle the ankle, even the other one, yeah, pointing and flexing. And then just let your foot rest close to your backside. You may lightly hang and limp your foot. You may lightly wiggle in the toes there, spreading the gaps between them. Beautiful. All right, from there, what we're going to do is we're going to press to the hand. You move away from the stretch and then level your belly on the floor. Okay, and then just snake your spine forward and then placing the elbows down. All right, let me angle so you can't see. Yeah. Breathing in to lightly lift. You may adjust the leg. And exhale, melt the heart. You may keep your heart sinking as you inhale. You may adjust. You might move and then lengthen your hips to the back. Yeah, and then lightly crawl forward. Just a gentle, yeah, opening of the spine, not too intense. Well done. All right, from here, yeah, back to the center. Just place the hands beside the chest. You may allow the head to relax a moment. You may flip the elbows there. and then swallow. Beautiful. All right. Pressing to kneel. So we're just repeating a sequence from the top, actually. Huh? So the knees down. Yeah. Rock forward and back. Yeah. So the preparation is mostly preparing our hips, preparing the inner thighs, adductors, and the abductors, as well as the joints of our feet and knees, uh, and of course the spine. Okay, from there, sinking down into your, yeah, hip stretch Siddhasana. Now moving the hips back. Now you may let them fall and then change. And as you crawl your way away from your hips, and exhale, the head down. And here, breathe. If this is heavy for your breathing, you may rest your hands close to your feet. You can place them close to your body, such as bent. Stay. Aside from preparing the body, this position you're practicing now is good for massaging the organs inside the hips and the core. You release the stagnation there, trapped air, vayus. Right. Now extending forward, shift to the front. Right. Find the grit of the mat again. Hands, toes. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Yeah. Just settle in the down facing dog. Yeah. You may do your facial stretching here, crimping your eyes, rubbing the tongue around the mouth. Right. So it's really helpful when you rub the tongue around the mouth, and then you adjust the body part. You may move your hips, the mouth sway. Yeah. And then pedal the legs, adjust the hands and the shoulders. You will feel pockets inside your body move together with your tongue moving inside. Right. So the tongue is our body's connection to the brain. Good. And then you swallow. All right. Stay. Natural breath or Kapalbhati. Four, three, two, and one. All right. Lighten your hips. Inhaling. And exhale. Settle back. Good. All right. You can just kneel and sit, or you might glide your knees through and sit to the front. Sweet. All right. Bend the knees again. And like our first technique, come back to the floor. Good. All right. You may stretch the hand there. And then just a moment of settling. Good. You may give your knees some circling here. The hips. And then reversing. Good. And after that, open arms. Fan and swing. All right, now from here, just shift over one side, opposite hand to the inner thigh, and your free arm up, and then just move that hip joint around by using your hand to manipulate the inner thigh muscles away from the creases of your inner hip in a circular motion. Right? And then you might hug and release. And then even here, yes, you might use the hand to rub against the hamstrings there and the outer thigh. You might hold a moment here to stretch. Yeah. If able, yeah. So threading that arm inside and then the free arm loops over the head, and then you can do a bind, but not required. Now you can just hold or just keep moving your hip to circle. If you feel like, for example, as you do this, you feel heavy, you may open and come back. Yeah, yeah. So many things to do. Now, when you practice at home, you're not static. even if you're holding the pose longer. So always access those inner pockets and lines inside by moving. And that's the beauty of self-practice. Eh? You adapt. Okay, now from there, free knee, low back. All right, start easy first with a mouth sway. If you feel pressure building up the head, you can periodically lift the head. You can rub yourself over that cushion. Right, you might place your hands under your skull. Yeah, so soothe it. Yeah? So our energies are like that. Yeah? At first, the energy is restless because it's finding its way through those deep pockets. But as soon as the body opens up, you're able to stabilize. Okay. Now the other leg, you can even lift the leg up. Our sides are not perfectly aligned and balanced. All right. Roll the thigh bone inward. And then you might massage. Yeah. Move your hamstring away from your buttocks. You might bind over. You can hold this longer. You can roll further out and open your chest apart. For me, this feels good. But there are days that you might be feeling tight. Don't force it. Just keep moving. All right. And then open and then come back. Change and come back. Okay. A few more. Okay. From here, find the center again. You might lightly move the mouth side to side. Okay. All right. Hugging knees, lifting the head, and just to lightly decompress and then rock it up and down. At this stage, you should be feeling like your hips and the lower back quite mobile already. Okay. Now, you're twisting. And open your free arm out. Should be the other leg, yeah? You're going to feel if you've done the same leg twice, and just change. And then just look away or gaze where the head is comfortable. And then just stay. Yes, actually, I prepare for some deeper practice. So really no complicated positions. So mobility, move, move, move. There are days that sometimes I feel I'd like to do some strength component. So in between, I would do maybe, for example, an arm balance there. So yeah, but these are the essentials. You can just incorporate other ones, yeah, depending on how you feel, depending on, first, of course, your level and the elements you enjoy doing. Okay, and from there, yeah, just flip, yeah, turn over. You might crawl forward the spine, lengthen. You might crawl in and out of that extended leg. You may lift the leg and then let it give it a good sway there. And then settle to the Siddhasana. Great. You may lightly lift your awareness up to your forehead, inhaling. Exhaling, let it go. You may even hum. Damdamari. Inhaling. There, fold the knee. You might adjust and crawl. Sometimes you might want to move that arm across, so you can open the back of the shoulders, fan the leg. This is my overly flexible side. And then sometimes, when one side of you is too much open or too much flexible, You might find the need to always seek that, inside. You might let it wiggle there and settle. All right. And come back. All right. Snake your spine forward. And it's so good to be working over that soft cushion because, like, you want to contour your body over that blanket or whatever support. Yeah, I suppose, for example, you're practicing on a gritty surface, such as, for example, the mat or the floor. When you have the smooth cushion, like your body contours over it, and that will give you the access to the sensations, the inner lines and spaces inside. And then here, settle. Good. All right. On the way down, you may lightly move to the back again. All right. And our last preparation. All right. Just cross your forearms. All right. Let the forehead touch the ground, or use your hands, arms to support, and then circle your legs around. All right. Reversing. So mobilize. Like your knee joints, move away from the rest of the other body parts attached to them. And then you may lift that leg, lift the hips sway. Inhale, you may use the hand to support you. Right? You may roll over that side. You may gaze away. You can rest the head as the other one opens. Good. Okay, and then crawl yourself again to the front. And settle exhalation. Beautiful. All right. Finding the kneeling. Sit. You move it. Walk it to your toes, to your knees. You may lift your feet there. One more. Good. All right. And downward facing dog. Find the grit of your mat again. Bend and stretch, moving the hips the most way. Good. And then you might turn around here like you're doing some hip circling. Beautiful. All right. And we cross through. Yeah. And sit on the floor. Okay. Now, let's work on the Siddhasana, Siddha Yoni. Okay. Just open your left leg out to the side. Yeah. And the right foot, just place that foot close to your left inner thigh. We're going to refine this as we go along. Okay. Exhale. Right. Lifting that knee and then bending at the joint of the ankle. That's why we started with so many feet and then ankle and the knee flexibility and the hip too, because this will require us to move through those joints. All right. And then take your left leg, bring your left foot under. Okay, from there. Okay. Pressing to the hands, pressing to the hands. As you press, lift the hips and slide your right foot slightly out. All right, but keep most of it between your calf and the inner thigh. From there, press, as you press, move the hips forward and then just adjust your left foot. All right, this is where the difference between men and women happens. All right, for men, for us, place your left heel between your anus and your genitals, just behind our scrotum. Okay, from there, you may adjust that foot. For the ladies, directly towards your labia, the center of your generative organs. All right, and then from there, so your left foot, the left foot, actually, the left inner side of the foot will rest between the calf and your inner leg, your right inner thigh. And from there, slide down. All right. For us, man, you can feel the heel. Yeah. For example, this scrotum, your heel will move towards the rear and lightly you press against your scrotum there, like a grip. All right. And then this will require us to do some adjustment there. Good. And then for the ladies, you're going to feel your heel press directly towards the back of your generative organs. Yeah. So for men, you might find your knees open a little bit wide. Yeah. Because what? We're pressing lightly forward. For the ladies, your knees are more of a V shape, narrow. All right, so you're more intrusive. For us men, because we need to lightly press, yeah, so the knees will inevitably go wider and the pelvis will go wider. But the final position, if you take a look, all right, so the rounded bone of your ankle, yeah, they are touching. And then you might give yourself a light adjustment. Yeah, if your foot is like tight, you might open the calf and the inner leg and then place there, your big toe between, right? Good. And then your outer or your upper leg, yeah, in this side, the right foot. So see, it's exposed, yeah, but yeah, the bottom part, yeah, the edge, yeah, close to your pinky, yeah, is hidden between your thigh and your calf. Right, and here you might wiggle your hips slightly back so you can feel your sitting bone. All right, and then let's perform, yeah, a couple of Ashvini Mudra. Lightly contract your anal genital region. For us men, you will feel, yeah, the muscles there will lightly press against the heel. Yeah. And of course, you will also feel it. Yeah, if you're pressing against your labia, yeah, the ladies, you will feel some involve or movement of your pelvic floor too. Just a couple, just to assess if the heel is really where it should be. Right. And then the knees are close to the ground because, yeah, your um, your heel, the bottom heel, is directly towards the pelvic cavity. Right. Ease. If this is not happening, yeah, so just cross your ankles, just cross your legs. That would work too. And just do adjustment by circling around. All right. Now, important, once you're here, what do we do? All right. So take that nourishing breath and arms lift. And as you lift the breath, like you magnetize, yeah, your body to the midline. So this may require you to shift one side and then draw, yeah, that leg back to the crease of the hip, but lift this side up. Yeah. So the muscle or the bones and everything goes back to the midline, but you draw, yeah, the inner compartments up, the inner sides up, and then do that with this other leg. Right. It's like, yeah, you move back to the center channel. And then from there, extending our elbows. Yeah, you may rest them right here. Yeah, with the rounded bone of your wrist, lightly over the rounded bone of the knee. Our bodies are perfectly designed because the grip there becomes the grip, so you can keep your upright position. If this is heavy for your posture, alternative, you may place them on top of your knees, sealing our index and the thumb fingers. Breathing in, lightly lift your sternum up. And as you exhale, let the head soften to your chest. And breathe. Through the nose, inhale. Through the nose, exhale. Just natural breath. you might find yourself pouring your weight more to the front plane. It's all right. You might want to just readjust and lightly bring some of your weight towards the back of your body. Like there's a wall behind you, and then you're resting your back against that invisible wall, and the binding legs and the hugging of your inner structure to the midline, together with your ascending breath up, yeah, will keep your spine upright and your hips light but not tight. Right? And then you may do your Nadi Shodhana here, or any breathing exercise you're practicing for the day. Yeah, but for this lesson, let's do Nadi Shodhana. Okay, right thumb blocks the right nostril. Yeah, you may form the Nasagra Mudra, yeah, by closing your index and your middle finger towards your palm, yeah, or you may place them on top or over, and just place them on the space between your eyebrows. Okay, so but I'm used to doing this. All right, so right thumb blocks the right nostril, inhaling in, flatten and lift, and we stay only for 4 seconds. 1,003, 2, 1. Ring finger blocks the left nostril. Exhale through the right, all the way down, down, down. You don't have to do the retention, just a mild pause at the bottom of the exhale. And then inhale again through the right. Stay. You might close or you might keep your palm open. 3, 2, 1. Change. Exhale left. Inhale left. Stay. 1,003, 2, 1. Exhale right. Good. Now find your rhythm now. Inhaling through the right. Staying there. Exhaling through the left. Don't rush the breath. And when you reach the bottom of the exhalation, a mild pause. Inhale left. And then hang and suspend. You may lightly adjust your forehead and your eyebrows up as you retain. And when you exhale, you may relax the forehead, relax the eyes, and all the way down to your right. A few more. Inhaling. 2, 1. Exhaling. If your Ujjayi breath is light already, you might do it here. 1,003, 2, 1. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Stay. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling left. Inhaling left. Stay. 2, 1. Exhaling right. All right, last time. Yeah, breathing in through the right, all the way to the brim of your lungs. You may lightly hang the shoulders. Let them settle. Stay. 3, 2, and 1. And exhale through your left. All right. Free the hands. Extend them. And let the head lightly rest. But don't squeeze. Just allow it to bow forward. Right. It's normal to feel like constriction, the top of your nostrils. Yeah. So let's release and warm our nostrils again by practicing Kapalbhati. Just one round. Inhaling. Three, two, one. All right, nourishing breath in. And exhale the breath out. Good. Goes good, eh? Siddhasana, Nadi Shodhana, Kapalbhati. When you do them, in order, feels good. All right. So untangle, uncrossing. You might give your legs a wiggle. If you're just starting with the practice of those deep sitting asana, you might feel some sensitivities like sleeping joints. You just have to rub them like this. You might even tap your leg, massage. Good. You might kick and stretch. All right, we're not changing right away. What we're going to do is we're going to roll on our backs. All right, and then just give yourself a mild rocking. And same stretch here. Fan and open. Good. You might find one side is tight. Because if you've held that a bit longer, so feel free to massage your inner leg again, hugging. And the other one. Fan and mouth side to side too. Right, just approach this with caution, because as the hips become open, your low back tends to open as well. So make sure you're not bouncing the movement, circling around. Should feel good. That's the principle. Well done. All right, just lift the legs to a mild, rocking motion. All right. And then just fall to the side. What I do is I'll do a flapping fish to that side. Right, and then just slither through. You might crawl, bend, and circle around. Okay, from there, snake your spine forward again, crossing your forearms, folding both knees, and let them move in circles again. Crisscross, swim leg, lift and hang, lift and hang. But you might cross them, and let them fan from side to side, rocking, circling, combine all these movements. From there, rub your spine forward. You might do a mild cobra, but like your body would like to just go in position to suit the inner body. Rub forward and back. Okay, and then knees set and downward facing dog. All right, you might bend, stretch, and move to side to side. Good. Cross through. If you're gliding them through, you might do that. Okay. And let's practice the other leg. All right, give your legs a light shake. Right. Although, when you practice, for example, your Siddhasana is light already, through the years of practice. It's the left leg under actually, and your right. So the left leg folds first, and the left foot is actually on top. But it's wise to uh, alternate the legs because you don't want to be doing the Siddhasana, so the Yoni, just on one leg for long periods of time. So it's wise to change. Okay, so lifting left ankle. The left ankle is much flexible. Okay, from there, right foot goes under. You may massage them. All right, again, inhale, press left, slide the foot out, right, and then find your right heel pressing again. Boys, behind the scrotum, you will feel it there. It's not the most comfortable, yeah, but you'll adapt. Yeah, from there, sliding down, you may lift the hip, uh, ladies directly towards the rear. Good. And final adjustment of that right foot. You might place that foot between the fleshy part of the calf, right, and then adjust. A couple of ashvini here. Lightly drop. All right. So one more thing. In the Siddhasana, the top heel, for us men, it's on top, of our reproductive system, reproductive organ. So you might do some adjustment there. When you practice yourself. So you just move for whatever is getting in the way out of the heel. Yeah. Okay. And then press. Okay, it's still there. Yeah. Amount of spinning there. Yeah. Good. Inhale. And as you do this, you hug, hug. And so when you hug, it's more internal. Yeah. You may lift and then move him in, and then move your spine, and whatever is clogging the V shape of the hips, I'll reach for my spine. So I'll give you more information. All right, so keep adjusting and let me reorganize my Siddhasana. Okay. All right. So here, So in the Siddhasana, because our pelvis, our hips are quite tight actually, and many things they're clogging the way. Yeah. So what we do is we bind the legs, and we hug them in, so we use them as our grip. Right. So we can move, whatever is there here. Yeah. Because this is the pelvic cavity, and we have the many anatomical compartments there. They should move away from those creases, the creases of the sacrum, and then the femur bone here, and then even here, the pubic symphysis, and then around here, the bony part of our hips, you have to draw up. And that's the reason why you may want to fan to the side, pull inward. You may use your hand there to massage and then up, inward and up. So find it. Good. So you can keep this part of the pelvis seemingly empty. Yeah, because you're pulling, you're drawing whatever is getting in the way. All right. And then from there, lightly hug. Yeah. Remember a lesson about the Kanda Nadi. All right. So the Lingam of the Nadi, it's upright. So picture. Yeah. This is empty. And then you're drawing the sensation in. But don't squeeze. It's more of the breath. If you allow the breath to ascend, you can feel a pulling sensation there. Of course, the bandhas. Yeah. But the bandhas through the breath. And that, I don't mean squeezing or tightening. Yeah, breathing in. Good. Good. From there, the thoracic lightly open to make room for the shoulders and the body to lightly hang. But don't fight it forward. It's more of a natural chest lift. Shift the weight back. And then from there, lightly allow the head to relax, but don't tighten, don't clench. And what happens there, your spine achieves its what? Good ideal alignment. Not tight, not rigid. You don't force it to open. Rather, you move whatever is clogging in the way out of the spaces there, the lines. You can allow the spine to move freely inside. Yeah? And that's the work of the breath and the binding structure. Right, extending elbows. Alternatively, if, for example, for a particular practice, you want to vary your meditation or your energy channeling, you might practice chanting instead of pranayama. So let's do that. So when you practice yourself, you have the choice. Okay, breathing in. Keep practicing. You may want to loosen now the outer body and feel less tight. Slowly soften the elbows. Let them relax under the shoulders. Keep practicing. Feeling your weight, even both sides. That invisible wall again behind you. Trust it. Visualize between your eyebrows. Om. Can we do one more? And just a moment of stillness again. Restore your mouth by swallowing to bring the warmth back to your throat. Right. Breathing in, exhale, and at the bottom of it, lightly eyes open. Just observe that first image your eyes see. The colors, the shapes, the lines, the pattern, its nature. Is it moving? Is it steady? Passively looking? Beautiful. All right. Let's lift the hands. Inhale. And let them fall. Exhale. Open inhalation, lifting. Lightly sway there. And exhaling them. One more beautiful breath in. Arms lift, spreading the fingers. And then at the top of the breath, retain for 3, 2, and 1. Hands seal. And rest them in front of our chest. And the head folds. Good. Enjoy it. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy the lesson too. Thank you. So what do you do after? You can untangle the legs, and then you might do some gentle stretching. Or after that, you can do your Shavasana. Or after your body has restored, you might just get up and enjoy the rest of your tasks. Yeah, the day ahead. Good. See you next time. Yeah, have a lovely day. Bye.